Political polarization is quietly becoming one of the most dangerous forces shaping the United States, and most people are looking at it the wrong way. Polarization in the United States didn't appear overnight. It's the result of several reinforcing forces that stacked over decades. If you strip away the noise, it comes down to incentives, identity, and information systems all shifting at the same time. The modern divide really starts after the civil rights movement. Before that, major parties had liberal and conservative wings. After civil rights legislation, Southern conservatives gradually moved into the Republican Party, while liberals consolidated in the Democratic Party. Parties became ideologically sorted and not mixed. Look, I'm not saying that the civil rights movement caused destruction. I'm just pointing out a moment that added to modern-day America. The second factor that led to polarization is media fragmentation. The repeal of the Fairness Doctrine allowed openly partisan media to grow. Then came cable, news, talk radio, and later social media. Platforms like Facebook, X, and YouTube optimize for engagement, not truth. Algorithms feed people content that confirms their beliefs, creating parallel realities. The third factor is economic divergence and inequality. Since the 1980s, globalization and automation hollowed out middle-class jobs in many regions while boosting wealth in cities and among high-skilled workers. People don't just disagree politically, they live in different economic realities. Number 4 is identity politics. Politics shifted from how should we distribute wealth to who are we? These are harder to compromise on because they feel existential. Number 5, institutional incentives. Politicians are rewarded for not cooperating in primary elections. The most ideological voters dominate, so candidates move towards extremes. The sixth reason is the decline of shared institutions such as churches, unions, or civic groups. Key shocks like September 11, 2008, 2016, and COVID sure as hell didn't help. And finally, the leadership. My guy Trump didn't create polarization, but Trump, like others, exploited and amplified it, turning policies into a zero-sum identity battle. The US became polarized because it's not just disagreement. It's a system where division is the optimal strategy. Polarization persists because it's profitable, it's politically effective, and it weakens opposition. Most advice to the average American is to be nicer. Let's be honest, that's useless. The first realistic approach for the average American is to stop being an input to the outrage machine. Every click, share, and comment feeds the system. Don't engage with content designed to provoke. Consume longer-form, higher-signal information, which reduces the incentive for polarization at the margin. Except for my content, you can still watch that even though it's short. Diversify your information sources. If all your inputs agree with you, you're in a feedback loop. The practical move is to follow credible voices from different sides. Compare framing, not just facts. This breaks algorithmic conditioning. Instead of asking who's right, ask who benefits from me believing this. This single shift makes one harder to manipulate. National politics are highly polarized. For that reason, Americans should engage locally, not just digitally. This matters because it's more practical, less ideological, real, and reduces enemy thinking. This is uncomfortable, but no one can single-handedly fix a national equilibrium. So, build financial independence, stay adaptable, and avoid being emotionally captured by politics. Treat polarization as an environment to navigate, not just fight. As I said, this is the uncomfortable real answer. For the average person, the winning move is don't play the game the way it's designed.